Hello parents and students, if you're watching this is my little back to school night video featuring me, Miss G. If you don't know me already, I'm Miss G. To give you a little bit of a background on me, I teach band, I teach choir, I teach SEL, music appreciation. So if your student has me for one or more of those classes, that's probably why you're here watching this video. I've been a musician all of my life. I've been here at Barstow Junior now. This is my 6th year. If you want a little back, other information about me, I have some pretty cool dogs. You'll be able to see them pop up in this video right now. Some Jack Russells and my boxer named Roxy. And I like coffee, and I like stuff that has to do with Star Wars and our Pop Funko, including this very lovely Baby Yoda. So, there you go. That's Miss G in a nutshell. What I do want to share with you guys, though, is if you're here, you're like, cool, this is like back to school night. So I would normally ask my student's teacher, hey, what are they doing for this class? How is it going? There's a Google form on my classroom, or you can feel free to email me at any time if you want to talk about your student. Okay, I'm putting that out there because I would love to get a hold of people and be like, hey, here's how your kid is doing. So feel free to reach out anytime. But what I am going to show you real quick in a walk down, I do want to keep my video as short as I can, but still let you know what's up, is I'm going to show you a couple of screens we have here. Firstly, we have this lovely place, Google Classroom. This is pretty much the equivalent of walking back and forth to our classes like we would have in real life. You'll see I have marching band, intermediate band, choir, SEL, and music appreciation. Your students can see what work they have to do inside of there. So if I'm going to click my marching band kids, for example, and they come up to a classwork tab, boom, they can see anything that they need to turn in, which, by the way, is everything for white belt and yellow belt for our quarter 1 grades. So if they haven't turned that work in, please encourage them to. Now, some of what their students are struggling with is that they do an awesome job coming to something like this, a Google Meet, right? They find the link, they show up, they check in, they're like, hey, Miss G, here's how it's going today, and then they need to go off and actually do some work for our class. So some of our stuff is in the form of assignments that are on here, and some of our assignments utilize this awesome website, and all the kids are going to wince in the background and be like, oof, smart music. So that's what my other screen is right here that I'm showing you. And pretty much we bought this awesome program for all of our band and choir kids to be able to sing or play their instrument along with and see their music on their device, probably Chromebook, computer. It does work with iPads, although it's a little glitchy. And pretty much they can see their music, which right now I picked Star Wars. This would be like if I was a flute player. This is a great tool because they can listen along and hear how the band goes, turn that band up and down for them. They can hear how their individual instrument sounds like we would do in class. They can slow that song down or speed that song up. And then they have this beautiful, my favorite button ever, the record button, where they record themselves playing along with that recording, and then they hit submit, because it'll look like this. They will have a little submit button pop up, and then I can actually hear them all play. So our students should be utilizing this program to do a lot of their playing. If your student's like, I don't know, I'm kind of struggling and I don't know how to do stuff. The other feature about this program that's great for our kids is they can click on something, click on a note. They have these little buttons that pop up underneath. They look a little small right now because my screen zoomed in, but when I click on that, I can actually see what to push. So it really is here to help our students practice, and a lot of their grade is going to rely on them using this to practice. So encourage your band or choir student to use this. Choir students, when you click on that, you'll see what it is on a piano, okay, to sing along, because it lets them perform and play and send recordings to me, Miss G, for me to then type into Google Classroom and be like, yep, this kid did it. Great job. And you'll want to check Infinite Campus as a place to see how your student is doing. If your student has me for a class like SEL, usually I post an assignment per class period of the day, which is 2 times a week. And you'll see your student has little assignments come up like this. All of them involve usually Pear Deck or Google Slides or Google Forms, which all your students actually interact with all the time for all their classes. And I give them, time to work on that in class so that they can ask me for help and all of that good stuff. So SEL, I feel like, is pretty straightforward. And then the other class that I teach pretty regularly, by regularly I mean every day, 7th period, is music appreciation. Similar to SEL, we're just kind of giving our students a rundown music from different places in the world, music from America at different time periods. Music you've never heard before. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Can you recognize what instruments are in it? It's not forcing our kids to learn an instrument, but it is encouraging us to look at music from other places that maybe we've never heard before, and now we're like, that was cool, or we're like, I didn't like that one as much as I liked that other place, Miss G. And so you'll see on their Google Classroom as well, it's broken down by week. what assignments are due for them, and I give them time in class to work on those as well. Like I said, I will have, it's not ready at the time of me making this video, but I will have a Google form on here. If you want to get a hold of me, you're always welcome to send me an email if you have questions about it. And I hope that was a nice little, rundown of Miss G's classes. I wish I was meeting you guys all in real life. And yeah, have a great night.